welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be restoring a Corgi Toys whiz wheels Ford Cortina mkIII GXL. Currently, as you can see, it's a police car, so I'm going to actually decommission it and just turn it into a regular mkIII Cortina from days gone by. So we're going to split it, and as always I've pre-drilled it, so I'm just going to pop it off and see what we've got inside and what we're going to be working with. So we've got the base plate, which is all metal and still really good condition. Got the wheels, obviously, all in order, all nice and straight. The suspension system in this is really interesting. It clips to like the part which makes up the bumpers, so that's plastic, and then this next piece is it's all metal. Bit of an overkill, but I suppose it adds a bit more rigidity to the vehicle, but yeah, it is what it is anyway. Then we open the doors and then we can pop out the interior. And I'm going to be changing the colour of this interior, as well as the colour of the car, obviously, so we need to change it to something that's going to be more suited to the paint. Let's pop out these back seat, or seat backs, should I say. Out you pop. Let's take out the dashboard. It's got a nice gold steering wheel on this one. And funny enough, that is metal as well, which is a bit odd. Usually plastic. Just lift this front spring up and pop the doors out. Oh, first bit I get the window out. Nice easy one, doesn't need drilling. It's not that scratched up either, to be honest. There's no cracks. It's a little bit scuffed, but not major. So I didn't drill the glass, but obviously I'm gonna have to drill out the beacon. So let's get this spring up, get the doors out. I always find on these models as well, when you do this, it's got this system that holds the doors in. One comes out so easy, and the other one's a bit of a pig. Don't know why that is. It's strange. You'd think it'd be easier once you get the first one out, it'd be looser, but it seems to work the opposite way, or it's just me doing it wrong. I don't know, it's trying not to bend it or disfigure it in any way is a bit weird. This one just does not want to come out. Come on, you swine. You coming? There we go. This model's quite in good condition. I'm really surprised, actually, given its age. Yeah. Yeah, it's even got like the little jeweled headlights in the front as well, which I'm going to have to replace because no doubt they're going to smash to bits when I try and prise them out. Usually I drill them from the back and like they pop them out, but there's barely any material there, so I'll pop them out. So into the caustic to get this paint off. The boiling water, and as ever guys, I always say this, but just be careful if you're using this stuff. It can really hurt you, it burns, so always wear gloves, put your goggles on, your respirators, ventilated room, all the usual stuff. Just show it a bit of respect and you'll be fine. So I'm just going to pop in like the first capful of caustic, see what reaction we get, and it's not looking too good actually. Usually it fizzes up a lot more than this, so I think it's going to be a bit of a tough job on the old paint. So let's see. Yes, but still very still waters. I'll just give it a minute and see what happens, and if not, I'll pop a bit more in. It's going to be very stubborn, this one, I can tell now. Usually it peels off a lot quicker, but I think it's going to give us a bit of a battle. What's the base plate? Oh, that's come off actually. That one's not too bad. The bumpers and what have you. All the chromes came off that pretty easy. That's not too bad. Might as well clean me, get some use out of the caustic and clean me forceps up a bit. See what the base plate's like. If I can get hold of it. Oh yeah, the base plate. At least we got the base plate and the suspension out of it, so it wasn't all wasted. But even this is proven to be a little bit tougher than normal, to be honest. Just leave it in there to soak a bit longer. Let's check the doors. Oh, there's hope. It's still tougher than normal though, to be honest, and don't usually have to scrub it at all. It just peels away. Very stubborn, this paint from the, like when you've done it from years ago. Yeah, this ain't gonna come off. I'll try adding a little bit more caustic in a second, and if not, we're gonna have to go a different route. Let's pop a little bit more in. So usually that reaction you get there, it stays longer and you can actually see the paint coming off, but a couple of seconds, as you can see there, and the water goes still again. There's not much reaction there. That's just trapped air. So if anything, it'll probably clear the doors off and the rest of the base plate. But I think the body, I think it's a lost cause, to be honest. It's going to have to go a different route. Let's let it sit for a second. You can tell by the colour of the water, to be honest. It's not murked up or gone grotty or nothing, so it's not doing nothing. So
please like, comment,
and subscribe.
Anyway, let's crack on with all the plastics. Just give them a quick scrub up while that's soaking in the caustic. We'll come back to it in a minute. So yeah, I'm basically just clearing all the interiors and the wheels and different things that are plastic. So I'll just sped this up a little touch because you don't want to be sitting here watching me do all this boring stuff. Give this a little clean up. Swill it off and set it off to dry. That's the window done. And the wheels. That's everything now. Just give everything a quick wipe. Get the excess off. Try and establish a little bit of an order, see what we've got, make sure we haven't lost anything. So, give the windscreen a little dunk in the old pledge. Instant results, just pop it in its little box and then leave it for 24 hours. Are we safe enough in there? Just pop the lid on and set it aside. Done. Put the lid back on this, put you away. Right, obviously the paint didn't come off, bit of a battle with it. So, trusty old paint stripper. And we're just going to dunk it in the bath. See, the base plates came up fantastic, and the suspension, all the chassis, stroke bumpers, they come up okay. So we got some use out of the caustic, and my forceps were clean. So I'm just going to dunk the car in this, just attach a bit of wire and hook it over the top, and then a couple of hours in here, it should be better. It should come out with no paint. And it's just a case of like rinsing it in hot soapy water to neutralise the all the nastiness that's in it and clear off all the excess, and it should be fine. So that's that. So a few hours passed and it came up brilliant. So we're back on course. So I'm just gonna use my rotary tool and these wheels of doom that spit the little spikes at you all over the bloody place. Do it at arm's length. I'll show you how it's going to turn out, and then we'll crack on with the rest of it. I've sort of learned to do this at quite a distance away from myself now, because the little spikes, they fly off everywhere. You know, like it can be a week and you find them in your clothes and in the carpets. The kids are walking around screaming, "Oh, Dad, I've got another splinter in my foot." They get everywhere. So I think I've got 2 or 3 left, and then I'm going to change products to like, what they called? I think they're like the Scotch Brite pads, but the little wheels that fit in your rotary tool. It's made from the same stuff. So I'm just waiting for them to be delivered, and then I'm going to cross over to them. Because I'm sick and tired of these bloody spikes everywhere. No matter how much I've paid for the expensive ones, the cheap ones, the big ones, the small ones, they're all the same. They're all shite. Excuse the French, but they are absolute crap. So if you're going to get into this, I advise you, don't go for these little wheels. They're just bloody ridiculous. Anyway, rant over. Sorry about that. And if you haven't got a Dremel, the best thing to do this with is actually wire wool. The 0000 grade, really fine stuff. It comes up absolutely fantastic. Takes off all this corrosion and comes up really nice. So I always use that anyway once I've done this. But this just speeds the process up. Let's get in here and take all this muck out with it. Got the lights out. And actually, they did actually break. The headlights broke when I took them out. So sort of seen that coming. Good job of got about 3,000 to be honest. Different colours and sizes, so we should find a match. Anyway, enough babbling. So there's the before and after the wheel. It does work, it's just a pain in the ass. So just do these doors. Yeah, I've got my rotary tool on a really low setting as well, so it seems to control the assault, shall we call it, somewhat. So imagine if these are the ones that was past quality control that are safe for people to use. Imagine the ones that they've stopped. Must be bleeding lethal. Some detail in these little doors, actually. When you do these little fiddly jobs, you notice a lot more. And it's crazy the amount of detail that they actually fit into these castings. It amazes me. Almost done. There we go. Pop that down there. So, as you can see, the detail that's on these doors, look at that. I don't know if you can quite catch it, but there's some detail there, really. For what it is. It's crazy. You got the little detail on the outside of the handle and different bits. But yeah. I say the front of the car, the detail there is amazing. Absolutely amazing model. I love it. Anyway, onto the spraying with the interior. Now, this paint I'm using here, I'm going to spray it black, but to be honest, it goes on awful. It's so thin, and it was a nightmare, to be honest. It looks really grotty spray job. It comes up really nice in the end, but I'm not going to torture you with all of it, because it took me a couple of hours, to be honest. It really did. So like you're spraying it on and it looks right, and it looked as if it was running, but it was just the paint was so thin. But I got there in the end. Just pop them over there to the next bit. See, it goes on thin and weak, very thin. It's awful. I think it was about 12 coats I ended up putting on it before it was substantial enough to say, like, yeah, that's been changed colour. And then there was a couple more coats after that, and then the clear went on it. It was fantastic once the clear went on. It came up really well. But yeah, you see now when I do this bit, I was thinking when I was doing it, I thought, oh yeah, this is going on a bit better. It's not too bad, but no. Don't let it fool you. It was awful. Not going to lie to you. It's this stage of the restoration you're thinking, what have I actually done? Why did I do this? How am I going to fix this? And anyway, you just keep going and keep persevering, and it all comes good in the end. I just thought I'd leave this bit in. I was going to cut it out, but I thought, no, I'll leave this bit in and I'll just show you the process of some of the pros and cons of it, really. It's not all diamonds and gold and shiny stars. It's like, you do have your moments, and trust me, this car gave me some bloody moments. I was glad to see the back of it, to be honest. So Set it down there, let it dry for a little while. Trying to blow it with the air just to like dry it off a touch. On the dashboard now. And no doubt this is going to be exactly the same, so see how magic that was. It was sprayed and then I blew air on it and it all came off. It's like, wow, what happened there? So like, go again. I think it just needs a setting down and dry. Anyway, as you can see, oh, that's sorry, my mistake. I thought that was it. This is the base plate and the suspension or what have you. So primed up the car, and the roof's masked because I'd done an attempt at a vinyl roof, which wasn't that bad actually. I actually used duct tape, and it turned out all right. I changed the colour to red, and oh, I'll tell you, by this time I put about 55, 60 hours into this model, and I sprayed it up red, and it came out absolutely fantastic. There's an error on the back seat, so the paint was still giving me a bit of grief on this. So anyway, I got the car sprayed up, all lovely red, done the chrome trims around the windows, the vinyl roof, went and put the clear lacquer on, and for some unknown reason, the front of the bonnet blistered and started to run under the clear coat. It wasn't blistered on top, it was like beneath the front of the clear, and I couldn't fathom out why. So I had to redo it, and we went a totally different way altogether. But I think I know what my mistake was watching this back and editing this part. Like, all this goes on really well. It's nice and thin as normal, it goes on great. But if you've noticed, I haven't sprayed inside of the car, which I usually do first, and for some reason I just didn't do. I went round the sides and the bonnet, so as you can see inside still red. So I think this is my theory, I don't know how true it is, but I'm laying down a thin tack coat now, and then once it was a little bit wetter, I sprayed it from underneath. The tack coat on the bonnet has probably dried a bit, so the overspray from spraying inside of the car after this stage, I think a bit of overspray has settled, and then I've gone over it with another second coat and so on and so on, and I think that's where the problem started. I think once I've made that mistake, it just spiraled out of control without me even realising it. And it wasn't until the final stages we started to show itself, like, kicked me right in the ass, didn't it? I'll tell you. And I was that pissed. I threw I actually threw the clear coat into the paint bin, slammed the lid down, and when I went to get it out yesterday to do this another model, I don't know how much to punch the tin because there's no bloody gas left in the can. It's like a full tin of clear coat cost me £14. And it was useless, so I had to decant the clear. So anyway, out of that, I'm going to make myself some Spectra Flame paint, so it's not going to waste, I just have to order a new one. But yeah, this is the point I think I've made a mistake now, it's the same doing the undercoat now. And I think, as I say, overspray popped up on top of the bonnet, or the hood, as the Americans would call it. And I think that's where the problem started. I might be wrong, but this is the only way I can fathom what went on. I really don't know. I put a few pictures after this spray just to show you, but I don't even know if you can notice it because it was, I'd say it was under the clear coat the problems lay. But you could see it in person. But it was enough trust me, it was enough for me to like waste 60 hours nearly and start again and go a different route with it. So once the spray job's finished, I'll usually do the before and then the reveals, but I'm going to show you the pictures of the pop up, then the before, then the reveal. So it's slightly different, but something for you to laugh at anyway. But I just thought I'd leave my mistakes in because, as I say, we're all human, we all make errors. And it's good to see some mistakes sometimes, not just all the nice and shiny stuff. This is brilliant, look what I've turned this into. You know, I make a mistake, I'll show you guys, this is what I've done and this is how I got out of it and this is what I ended up with. But yeah, it is what it is, we all learn from it. I just need to make sure I don't do whatever I've done wrong again. And it was gutted as well because the red was fantastic once it was sprayed, it was really nice. It broke my heart, it really did. But onwards and upwards, we still end up with a beautiful car at the end of it. Second door done. Quick blast over, make sure it's all covered. Pointless really, like, but I didn't know that at the time. Anyway, here's what it did look like once it was finished. Like, the red was beautiful. And the roof didn't turn out too bad, actually. I was a bit umming and ahhing about it, but I don't know if you can notice on the front bonnet, just on the top at the front, it's like, you can see like a tide mark. Maybe see it a bit, I'm not sure if the pictures actually show you. But there now, you can see it now, see the tide mark going right across. So this is what we ended up with from before. It's just a police car, play worn, still in good condition, showing its age a little bit, so we decommissioned it. We gave it 2 paint jobs. But yeah, the second paint job turned out a lot better and I'm quite pleased with the results. So anyway, you can let me know what you think of it in the comments. So here's what we ended up with. A nice golden colour, metallic. New lights in the front and I added them to the rear. Interior came out beautiful, all black, shiny. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and my mistakes you can laugh at, and I shall check you out and hopefully you'll check me out in the next video. So thank you very much for watching and I will see you all soon. Stay safe, guys. Bye bye for now.